On the last exciting episode of AxoniusRex, we followed the story of a young female Saiyan escape the destruction of planet Vegeta by flying away with her immense reserves of ki. She becomes a space pirate and joins Bojack until he's defeated by Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Out of nowhere, she's teleported away by the Supreme Kai of Time to help defeat her father Broly. Later, becoming a time patroller, she fights off against Cell in the Cell games, and there witnesses the destructive power again of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan as he obliterates Cell with one hand. It is at that point she vows to defeat him when he becomes an adult. Seeing her intrigue, Vados beams down and invites her to train with her in Universe 6. She then becomes Vados' protege with the promise of helping her master her ki control. After spending a long time training, she goes to put her new skills to the test in an expert mission against Golden Frieza. At the prospect of a decent fight, she turns Super Saiyan and launches an all-out assault against Golden Frieza. He throws down the gigantic ki ball, which he pushes back with no difficulty. The pressure she exerts on Golden Frieza forces him to turn into a supervillain and amplifies his power greatly. He blasts her away into an alternate dimension where she has to fight off against Final Form Cooler, who she dispatches with no difficulty, rejoining the fight and fighting off one-on-one against Golden Frieza. Almost losing the fight, he puts all of his energy into one final gigantic ki blast as a supervillain, which is too much for the other time patrollers, destroying them, pushing them back further. She charges up a final shine and pushes it back with all of her reserves of immense legendary Super Saiyan energy. On returning to Conton City, she sees a strange figure in the distance. It turns out to be her father, Broly. They fight off one-on-one in an intense match in the sky that shakes the ground beneath them. After turning Super Saiyan, she catches him off guard and ends the fight. Upon returning to the Time Nest, Vados tells her that she's resurrected Broly with the Dragon Balls. He will be her new training partner, and together they'll show everyone what legendary Super Saiyans can do. After having spent most of her entire life away from her father, now that he's resurrected, they train together in the sky as father and daughter, honing their legendary Super Saiyan skills. As the two of them fight, they become sharper, faster, stronger, gaining more and more control over their devastatingly hidden Saiyan powers. Both of them sharing the same savage personality, the will to get stronger, the hunger for battle, feeding each other's strengths and turning them into something greater. Neither of them backing down, neither of them falter, giving each other 100% of everything they have. In the middle of routine training, behind Broly drops in Clone Gohan, and behind the female Saiyan, Clone Frieza. These two unexplained opponents hold vast amounts of power, and a deadly 2-on-2 fight commences. Their imminent danger unfazing them, not slowing them down, both of them enjoying the thrill of the battle and the dance of the fight. Just as Broly starts to overpower Clone Gohan, the female Saiyan sees her opportunity, quickly knocking away Clone Frieza so that she can fight the one person that she wants to defeat. Taking over Broly's opponent, she fights one-on-one against Clone Gohan. Her excitement building, her power overflowing, the heat of the battle empowering her. Broly then goes to fight off against the one who destroys his homeworld, Clone Frieza. Their time together training as father and daughter is paying off as they start to mop the floor with Clone Gohan and Clone Frieza. Their attacks do little to no damage, and both of them are able to counter-attack all of their moves with an even greater offensive. Her fierce clashing against Clone Gohan, the one she wants to fight, only increases the strength of fire coursing through her veins. Broly catches Clone Frieza off guard, knocking him down to the earth below and obliterating him with a gigantic meteor. From completely nowhere, Vegeta appears fighting off against a clone version of himself in a brutal smackdown of complete destruction. Now it is time for the 2-on-1 fight where Broly and his daughter show clone Gohan the extent of their devastating power. Their team up just completely annihilating Gohan, giving him no chance to counterattack. Throwing him down to the earth below, Broly charges up his ultimate move, as does our female Saiyan, and on a 2-on-1 explosion, they defeat him once and for all. Sensing stronger ki above them, Broly charges up his energy and flies above. Feeling that it's her responsibility to report this to the Supreme Kai of Time, she drops down to Conton City, but something doesn't feel right, 'cause it isn't. First for the QQ Bang, it's a direct mirror of Broly's clothing, giving 5 in Ki, Basic Attack, and Ki Blast Supers. The Super Soul is before creation comes ruined to give you a massive boost your Ki Blast Supers after 30 seconds passing game. Now for the attribute points, 125 will go into your Ki Blast Supers for maximum damage, 84 will go into your Stamina for 2 extra bars, 42 into Ki for 1 extra bar, and the rest you will dump into your Basic Attack. Now for the super moves, Divinity Unleash will be your charging move to increase your ki regen when attacking in battle. Gravity Impact will be your super move to push away attackers and easily set up your ultimate moves. Blaster Ball is a move that exhausts your entire ki bar if you keep pressing the button to unleash a torrent of extremely strong ki blast that can easily do over 2 health bars of damage to your opponent. Psycho Barrier is a move that deflects weak ki blasts and physical attacks. If you keep pressing the button more, you'll make the barrier bigger. Your Awoken skill will be Super Vegeta to an additional defense buff and a massive boost to your Ki Blast Supers. Your first ultimate is Kefla's ultimate move, which is Gigantic Burst. A massively strong Ki Blast move that pushes away attackers with Red Lightning and follows up with 2 massively strong Beam Attack, twirling with red and green Ki. Your second ultimate, Grand Smasher, Bojack's signature move, fires a massively strong ki ball that detonates on the opponent. If you press the button just before it explodes, you use 1 more ki bar and do additional damage. Lastly, your evasive is Energy Field that you can prolong the duration of with your ki that pushes away every attack. Now it's time for the damage test. Starting off with your full light combo chain, you will do quite an impressive 4,647 damage. Your full heavy combo chain will also do an impressive 4,241 damage. Your full heavy combo chain, your heavy light heavy light heavy, will also do an impressive 4,515 damage. Gravity Impact will do 4,125 damage. Psycho Barrier does so little, I'm not going to mention it. Blaster Ball, when you only press the button once, will fire 2 balls that do 2,681 damage. However, mashing the button and using up the entire reserves of your ki bar will do an astonishing 20,831 damage. Your first ultimate attack, Gigantic Burst, will do a very impressive 14,436 damage. Your second ultimate, Grand Smasher, without any additional inputs, will do 12,037 damage. However, using the additional input just before impact will do 13,520 damage. Here is the first of the super damage combos using a very easy rush-in stamina break combination followed by a Gravity Impact, following up with a Gigantic Burst that will annihilate the enemy, doing 20,715 damage. Here, the next combo is a mix of the heavy and light combo chains following up by a Stamina Break, a Gravity Impact, and an extra input, Grand Smasher, that will destroy the enemy with 22,980 damage. Finally, here is the most devastating combo in this entire video. Using the extended Stamina Break combination followed by a Gravity Impact and a maximum Ki Bar Blaster Ball, you will do an insane, unsurvivable 27,556 damage. This has been my character build for my level 99 Broly based female Saiyan character. What happens next? Stay tuned for the next exciting episode of AxoniusRex.